Hello and welcome to a very special edition of the Terrapura non-league show. We've covered some exciting games throughout our 2 seasons, throughout the teams in Sussex, and we wanted to bring you some of the best, and here they are coming up now.
Hello and welcome to the non-league show. Hello and welcome once again to the non-league show. Hello and welcome to the non-league show.
Good evening and welcome to the Terrapura non-league show. We're here at Whitehawk.
Hello and welcome to the non-league show. Today we're coming to you from the Dripping Pan, home of Lewis FC. Hello and welcome to the non-league show. This week we're coming to you from Culver Road, a very cold Culver Road, but we're here and we've got a game, and that's thanks to this stuff right here. Yes, the 3G pitch here at Culver Road is the reason we've got a game where games across the county have been called off due to the freezing weather and frozen pitches today.
Hello and welcome to the Terrapura non-league show. We're back for another season.
What do you think the score is going to be today?
2-1.
2-1. Do you went to Whitehawk?
Pardon?
With Whitehawk to win?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Well, Lottie, do you want to give us a quick bang on your drum, see how it sounds? There it is, the drum of Whitehawk winning 2-1. You heard it here first with Lottie.
I'd rather play if I could.
Is this the biggest Worthing game you think you've seen?
Probably. It's one of the biggest games.
I think we'll come away with the win, 3-1. Yeah.
3-1, I like it. But what I've noticed here, I don't know if we can get this on camera, we've got a badge here that says Certified Sargalau.
How many goals are Worthing going to
Think
score?
of a big number.
100.
100, that would be
Hopefully.
fantastic.
Noticed just in the background over here, your brother, big old Lewis fan.
There's a bit of a divide in the house.
I shall.
Oh, we've got to watch out for
Come
that.
on, boys. Yeah. So
Nothing
yes.
rude, I hope.
No, I can if you like.
No.
Just about get you in frame. It's the big man who's come on and scored a wonder goal, Melford. Which was your favourite?
The header, I think. I think I could have just had it normally, but I knew you guys were here, so I thought I'd take a step back and do a diving header, make it try and look good.
It was just unreal, really. Like, first goal, header, screaming header, loved it, loved every minute of it.
Hendon has a man on. His ball back to Wills is intercepted and a chance from Lee. Shoots! And it's in the back of the net! From 30 yards, Lee picked up on the mistake from Hendon and curled the ball into the left-hand corner. There was nothing Banks could do about it. The Hendon bench celebrate. It has to be said, it's no more than Hendon deserve. Left-hand side, Sparks. Edwards again, plays the ball in. It's going to come back out to Wills. He thought about having a shot. Instead sits back to Hendon, who chips it. The keeper's nails is in! Oh, what a calamity for the goalkeeper. But Will Hendon gets the goal. A cheeky chip that looked like it had nothing on it. Goes over the keeper, who got 2 hands but spilled it into the back of his own net. The keeper will have nightmares about that. And there's loads of space out on this left. And it's Murphy. And it's a brilliant finish from Murphy. He had acres of space on that left-hand side. It seemed like he had an ace to pick his spot. And he did pick his spot. It was at the top left-hand corner once again. It's Worthing 1, Hendon 2. There, and it's Bolwell into the area. He plays it across for Archibald, and that's a goal for Eastbourne Town. You can't say they don't deserve it. They've had the chances, they've had the better of the play, and finally they've got a goal. And again, Eastbourne Town get the ball in the middle of the park. It's Archibald now with the ball over the top for Capon to chase. And it's a risky tackle, but the ball works its way across, and it's tapped in the 6-yard box from number 7, Jason Taylor. This left-hand side with Finney. He's not had been such an influence in this second half as he was in the first, but Fair does really well to win the ball. He's got Finney out on their left. Finney just on the edge of the penalty area. It's Fair on the edge. His shot is in! And a goal back for Lancing. To this left-hand side with Bolwell. His ball into the edge of the box. And Taylor. Oh, that's a penalty, surely. No, says the referee. A risky challenge on inside the area. Nowhere near the ball. Definitely got the man. The referee deems play to go on. And it was the number 4 Bygraves with the challenge. And Kaplan plays the ball into the area. And it breaks. And it's headed across goal. It's got to be a time. It's a goal from Fair. It's 2-2. Eastbourne Town players looking towards the linesman. This time the flag doesn't go up. The ball broke to Fair from 2 yards out. He had the simplest of tasks to put the ball in the back of the net. And from 2-0 down, Lancing a level. It's Lancing 2, Eastbourne Town 2. As far as the right back Burns. And there's lots of space, too much space surely for Marlowe. He evades the challenge, a shot through and a goal, an early goal, and the captain Sam Higgins has scored for East Thurrock. Chaos in the box there for Whitehawk. There was acres of space, and from 6 yards out, it was Sam Higgins, the captain, who curled the ball into the right-hand corner and into the back of the net. It's Whitehawk 0, East Thurrock 1. A lot of battling going on the far side. That's a lovely ball through, and it's clean through on goal. It's a real chance. 1-1 with the keeper. There's the dummy. There's the turn. There's the finish. There's the goal. It's Joe Gardner played through. He had the calmness and composure to round the keeper and slot the ball into the empty net. Rate with the shots, and Rate with the goal! Through the wall into the bottom right-hand corner. It's an absolute disaster. It's Whitehawk 0, East Thurrock 3. Tom Rate was the man, as soon as the free kick was given, who wanted the ball. The Whitehawk players look on, dejected. Cleared. Abdullah, the ball in the middle of the park. Oh, it's a lovely reverse pass there. And Abdullah's got the ball back with a chance to shoot. And a goal! Abdullah it was who started the move with a lovely little reverse pass. The ball broke back and he drove into the area and curled the ball past the keeper into the far corner. We're into the last 10 minutes. Whitehawk 1, East Thurrock United 3. The ball breaks over and Hill has a chance here. Hill can poke it in! Hill does put it in! A disaster at the back for East Thurrock. And now we have game on. Hill pokes the ball with the keeper in no man's land. And it's Whitehawk 2, East Thurrock United 3. Shoreham looked to bring the ball through, and that ball through, and there is a real chance now for O'Toole. He's driving into the area, he's got support over on the far side. The ball, it's a free header and a goal! The opening goal from number 7, Richard Greenfield. He takes a run up, and it's low to the bottom left-hand side. It's Shoreham 2, Arundel 0. The captain DaCosta plays his team into trouble again, and there's space over on that far side. A deep cross in, O'Toole's free in the middle, it's 3-0! A free header from 6 yards, and the cartwheel celebration from O'Toole gets his second inside 3 minutes. And the big man up top comes up with a big goal. And at the near post, a free header, and it's in! Bundled in! The keeper couldn't deal with it. Thorpe. Keane again wins it and gives it away. Another ball through, this time O'Toole's definitely onside. O'Toole, is this going to be the hat-trick? It's him and the keeper. It's 5-0. It's 3 goals for that man. O'Toole onside. Ran onto a through ball into the area. He's forced himself probably wider than he'd liked, but drew the keeper and passed the ball past him into the far corner. Which was your favourite?
The header, I think. I think I could have just headed it normally, but I knew you guys were here, so I thought I'd take a step back and do a diving header, make it try and look good.
And eventually it's cleared. Dawes with a little flick on, and Bugill and Worthing. I've got 2 on 2 here. There's a man on the far side, but Bugill goes for goal! 1-0 Worthing leads! A quick counter-attack! And for all of the will in the world, it looked like he was going to play it out to that right-hand side, but he took a shot from the edge of the area and it works into that bottom corner, evading the dive of Ross Warner. Over you go! Score for Worthing, 1-0. Omar Bugle Collins under pressure from Dawes. Hooks the ball forward. Dundas up underneath that. McAllister gets his flick on. And they're set back and a shot. It's an equaliser! And Deacon is the man. There, the cross is deep. Fagan was underneath it. It nearly broke for McAllister. It didn't. Monacana keeps it alive. McAllister, there's a chance, and it's a goal! It goes up. And Dawes still gets the ball across. It's free for Levin. It's a goal! 2-2. Levin, the substitute, was there on mark 6 yards out. Bugle with a flick on. Dawes with the hard work. His cross headed in. It's Worthing 2, Sutton United 2.
His first senior goal for Worthing Football Club. Number 14, Sam Lemon!
Well, that in fact was Sam Lemon's first ever goal for Worthing FC, and what a time to get it.
It was just unreal, really. Like, first goal, header, screaming header, loved it, loved every minute of it.
Dryett, nice quick change of feet. Dryett goes for goal, and it's in! The opening goal of the game, scored by number 11, Dre Dryett. This for his 20th of the season, and to make it 2-0 to Shoreham. O'Toole. It's hit the bar! And O'Toole has missed a penalty, just like he did in the previous game against Littlehampton Town. Pastana is surely brought down, but O'Toole gets the ball across at the near post, and then to the far post, and it's a goal from Dreyer again. His second of the game. Okay, free kick, whipped in, and one of the substitutes with his first touch is a goal! In fact, it was Allen who's got the goal. So great composure, little back heel, and then curled the ball past the keeper, and Peacehaven from nowhere are back in the game. It's Peacehaven and Telscombe 1, Shoreham 2. Good direction from him, and he's Dreyer again. Nice little 1-2 down the line, and Kean can go into the box. So Toole's taking the back. That's a push, and that's the second penalty for Shoreham. Lagrange, the man who pushed him over. Lagrange only been on the pitch for a minute. And it's a red card. Lagrange has been given a red card, deemed to be a last man. And unbelievable stuff here. Lagrange is shown red. Dreyer for the hat-trick. And it is 3-1. Firmly dispatched to the keeper's left. So after that minute of so of drama, 3-1 is the score to Shoreham. This is the sad story of Martha the dog and Albert the owner. This will in fact be his last game he's able to come and watch Lancing play. 20 seasons, 20 long seasons he's been Lancing supporter. You see him there wearing Lancing colours, but due to FA changes of rules last May, and despite a club campaign, Lancing have had to enforce the rules that have been put in place that dogs aren't allowed at football grounds. So really sad to say that this will be Martha's last game. It's to the near post. Two players challenging for it. One of them, Davidson, who's again battling with Berry. He gets that ball clear. Bennett has got pressure, but it turns brilliantly. And then long ball over the top, looking for Lewis Finney. He's going to put the defender under pressure. He's going to get there first. And Lewis Finney with a real chance for Lancing. He's got a man over in fair. He rounds the keeper. It's 1-0 Lancing lead. Lewis Finney with a breakaway goal. from a Pagan corner. They swept to the other end. Bennett showing great composure to come inside, finding the ball down the touchline. Finney took his time, sent the keeper the wrong way and tapped it into the net. 1-0 Lancing. Good feet again from Rowlett. And then the cross is played in and a header at the near post, and the keeper had already dived for the initial one, the slight deflection, and got his hand to it and kept it out. But that was a good reaction save from the keeper Fiddler. The initial header took a deflection and he was already on the floor. Seems to be holding him off a little bit too easily in the second half. That was good pressure. But Overton nipped in ahead, and Murphy, the danger man, can play it back through to him. He's onside, he's got the fullback, he shrugs him off. And it's a chance for the equaliser, and it is 1-1. You can't say it hasn't been coming. Overton picked up the ball, played a lovely 1-2 with Scott Murphy before calmly slotting the ball past the keeper. It's no more than they deserve. It's Lancing 1, Pagan 1. Murphy stands over the kick, whips it in, and it's turned in! And it's Davidson. In fact, it was the fullback Cox that got the final touch. And it's 2-1 to Pagan. Ball whipped in low, took a flick off of Davidson, and then tapped in by the fullback Cox. And then to Bingham. Rowlett wasn't on the same wavelength, and Donaldson plays it early. And Pagan get the throw in. Overton. With the ball in the corner. And he finds a substitute run with a lovely back heel. And that's a calm finish. And that's a quite brilliant goal from the substitute. Matt Ryan with the finish. Beautiful back heel from Crouch. Following excellent work in the corner from Overton. There was no one in a red shirt for him to aim for, and that was very loose from Sharman. Jenkins picks that one up with ease, and Biggs to Biggs, and ball through for the on-running Jenkins, and Jenkins takes a touch across. Jarvis this time, surely it is for Arundel. Again, it looked like he scuffed his effort, but there was just enough on it to take it past De Cruz's reach and trickle into the back of the net. Just facing him up, but he finds Finney. A couple of little 1-2s, and Berry's got possession for Lancing in the middle. Finney's allowed to turn now. Slides a little ball through for Williamson. This could be an instant reply, and it is 1-1. That's the kind of response you want when you go a goal down. Elliot Finney with time, and he's got space to bring the ball forward and pick out his cross, and it's going to break here, and it's going to be 2-1. Berry. And a quick turnaround here from Lancing with 2 goals in 3 minutes. But here's space for Berry. He did and gets his cross in, and Finney with the header, and that's 3! It was too easy. Too much time to pick the cross from Berry, and too much space in the box for Finney. And his header was into the corner, back from where it came. And that's 3-1. Corner whipped in, header out, and it's in! Oh, in the back of the net! It's Sam Fisk with the goal inside a minute, or did it take a touch from Lucas Rodriguez? Torre, it's Rodriguez. You can get the cross in, and it's in! I'm not sure how, but it's stuck in. It's an own goal, I think, from O'Leary. It seemed to ghost towards the back post again, and came off the defender and into the back of the net. And much like Kingstonian's equaliser, Burders Town have got a goal from nothing. Early corner for New Haven. It's crossed in. The keeper misses it. And coming at the back post was Jallo, but he went over his head. And that's cleared. Oh, and there's all ball through. There could be an early chance at the other end. As Conlon comes in, it's got to be one shot. He ran past the keeper and in the back of the net, and inside 1 minute. Lewis, could have been a goal down as the keeper misses, and from the break, Ronnie Conlon scores inside a minute. Quick break, he slid it past the keeper. He had just enough on it to go past the keeper. Jake Busson into the back of the net. 1 minute gone, it's Lewis 1, New Haven 0. What a start. Lewis just overplaying, but still keeping the ball, and Conlon. Williams-Bowers now. Brinkhurst is making a great overlapping run, but instead Williams-Bowers comes aside, sets up Sal, and that's 2-0. Good play from Williams-Bowers. He put the ball nicely into the path for Gus Sal, and he curled the ball into the far corner. So it will be taken by Hammond. It's a deep one, it could be 3, and it's hit the keeper and into the back of the net. And it might go down as an own goal, but I think we'll give it to the skipper. So it makes it 3-0. It was a delightful ball whipped in by Hammond. And Malins allowed to come forward. And Brotherton is completely free. And that time, Buss does make a very good save. That should have been 4. Brotherton completely unmarked there in the 6-yard box. And New Haven, you feel, just need to survive. I say that. It's coming through, it's being held back, it's come through, and it's in the back of the net. And New Haven do have one back. Lee Robinson with the goal. Just as I was about to say, it looks like they need to contain Lewis for the rest of the half. In 39 minutes, Lee Robinson makes it 3-1. Chests it. And then another hook ball forward. Robinson could make something of it here. He's round the keeper. And from nothing, New Haven, a 3-2. 2 goals for Robinson, and this really is game on. 3 minutes into the second half. It looked like nothing was going to be on, but Robinson wasn't going to let that one lie. And he showed great composure to knock it past Winterton. And in the back of the net. So looking for support. It's been stood up. He's still going. He does get a shot away. He takes a deflection and then hooked away by George. He's holding his knee. But was that the moment? Robinson took a shot from a random. And what is an absolute thrilling cup tie here at the Dripping Pan. The ball over the top for Wolven. The keeper's come out again. He's already been booked, remember, and he got to that one, but well played by Robinson, who saw the keeper off his line. He's gone for it, and it wasn't far wide, you know. Lee Robinson full of confidence after his 2 goals. Another ball forward for Walton. He did get his flick on, and Robinson gets there ahead of Malins, and then finds the substitute. The curled shot, it's deflected, it could be! It's not the motion in! 3-3! Hat-trick for Robinson! Oh, can you believe it? All the New Haven players go and bundle the number 9. 3-1 down after 35 minutes. 2 minutes to go, it's 3-3. The ball off the post from Dartnell, and you thought the chance was over, but it just fell so invitingly to Robinson. And if there was going to be a moment, it was going to be for him. And just as we get the attendance, 446, the attendance. Is there going to be a late winner here? Or will we have a replay at the Trafalgar grounds? in a few days' time. And it could be for Robinson. This could be unbelievable. He rounds the keeper. It's brought down. Is it a penalty? No, the referee waves it away. And Winterton goes over to him. The referee not interested, but right there we nearly had hat-trick hero. What did you have for breakfast?
Just a little bit of cereal, actually. No, it was really good. Really enjoyed that. That's what we're capable of. We are capable of that. Team high division than us, but that's what we're capable of. On our day, we can match teams at this level.
Spinks and now Finney working the ball between them. A slight miscommunication between Finney and Donaldson will allow Horsham YMCA to bring the ball away, and he could go all the way through here. The defence stepped up thinking it was going to be offside, and here's a chance for Brown. He rounds the keeper. It's got to be the opening goal of the game. Dave Brown, 1-0 for Horsham YMCA. The Lancing defence stepped up expecting the ball to be played through. And Dave Brown to step through them, and it's the simplest of goals. He did well to fool the goalkeeper, but he's tapped it in the back of the nets. And just over 6 minutes played. It's Lancing 0, Horsham YMCA 1. Good battle there between Dramis and the fullback Emery. Emery lofts that one forward. Schaff appeared that he might have been offside when that ball played, but he's done really well there. And Schaff for 2. And Schaff curls it in for 2. And 11 minutes gone. It's an absolute disaster start for Lancing. Again, a simple ball over the top. This time from the fullback Emery. It appeared Schaff was offside at first, but he did well to bring the ball under control. Held up the ball and then curled it past the keeper from the edge of the area. John Sharman will be kicking himself at this start. But Pittock lets that run out and then gets on with the game again very quickly. I'm not sure he meant it, but Finney gets in, cross in. A real chance, it's got to be, and it is 2-1. A real mix-up at the back, and Donaldson managed to poke it in past the keeper, came off him. And 16 minutes on, it's game on again. It's Lancing 1, Horsham YMCA 2. So Luke Donaldson there, just getting in ahead of his marker. Great cross. Dramis, nice little turn from him. Does well under change of 3 players, but then it's taken off him by Brown. And here's Schaff, and that's 3. And trying to play their own way out at the back. Picked off by Brown, who played in Schaff, who had far too much space in the centre of the goal. And he curled the ball into the corner again past the outstretched leg of Tyler de Cruz. And 25 minutes gone. It's 3-1 to the visiting team. Finney picked up the danger's not over yet. Broughton. That's cleared away on the edge. Here's Emery. His ball up. Donaldson's had acres of space there, picking the ball up inside the penalty area. Fair. Lovely reverse pull out to Finney. Finney takes it down on the chest, shoots, and that is a fantastic goal. 3-2, game very much back on. Lovely pass from the outside of the boot by Fair. A beautiful touch of control, and that finish just inside the post. The keeper had absolutely no chance. Carden trying to calm things down. He's got Shelley in the middle. And now Jill. He's playing deeper than Schaff was playing earlier. Here's Curtis, who switched sides on the overlap. Fullback Evans. He gets a lovely cross in. There's no one in a red shirt there, and Broughton doesn't get that fully clear. And Shelley with a volley, and that is 4. The clearance fell to Shelley on the edge, and he hit it first time into the corner. Nothing the keeper could do. And it's now Lancing 2, Horsham YMCA 4. Comes out to Diallo. He's looking for options. And it's a rush ball through, but that could turn out to be a very good ball over the top. And a real chance early on, and an early goal for Burgess Hill Town. Tony Garrod put through the little flick on by Brivio. Ball in the middle here. There's Borton, who shoots from distance. And I tell you what, that is some goal from Borton. There didn't look to be too much on. And from about 30 yards out, he's absolutely thundered one into the top keeper, out of the stretch of Lucas Coverland. And 6 minutes gone. An absolute screamer. So from the last corner, Worthing nearly scored. There's another one whipped in just under the keeper. It's heading towards goal, and there is a goal. And Ben Pope's pulled one back. 8 minutes gone. As the players march straight back towards the centre circle and restart, we have got goals aplenty. And he does try and beat the keeper, and Coverland had gone one way, and the other, and the rebound fell to Garrett. And he can't quite believe he's put it over from about 3 yards out. So we've probably had one of the goals of the season. We've made well there. I've had one of the misses of the season. Garrett with an open net. Bit of pushing and shoving going on. As the ball goes for a goal! Off the inside of the post and cleared away. I thought we were about to have the second spectacular goal of the game. Unexpectedly, Rents looking for the 1-2 round the corner from Harding. Still, Burgess Hill Town with the ball on the byline. Back to Adulican. He gets across and it's deflected into his own net by the captain. A cross whipped in by Taylor and turned in past his own goalkeeper by Worthing manager Gary Elphick, who lets out a sigh and sinks to his knees as Burgess Hill Town restore their 2-goal advantage. A deep ball over everyone's head except for Pat Harding, who gets to the byline, delivers a left foot cross and headed by Lee Harding into the back of the nets. And this game is done and dusted. A free header from 6 yards into the bottom corner. And P. Harding feeds Lee Harding. And it's 4-1. Little deflection on the way through, headed towards goal. It's a real scramble in the box, and eventually it's poked home. And Alex Brown at the end of it was the man who poked it in. Brown comes out to this near side with Hayes. He checks onto his right foot, shoots towards goal and scores! He was allowed far too much time. A little step over and a firm finish towards the near post. The keeper might be disappointed to concede one. But Ryan Hayes has doubled the darts lead. A little bit of head tennis, and Pavey again holds it up too easily. Hayes takes over. Little chip ball out. Chested back by Bradbrook. Pavey. Here's Delaverde. He gets a low cross in and turned in. And it's a third goal in stoppage time. And Bradbrook, the captain, is far, far too easy. That's why we have our half-time break. It's a nice shot of the moon. Why not? Over the downs. Looking spookily over as Whitehawk's season continues to be a horror show. And Noble can bring it clear. And again, there could be a break on. If it could be switched out onto that far side, and here's Hayes. It's forced probably a little wider than he'd have liked. Pavey's made a run into the middle, and here is Pavey. Oh, and that's an awful miss. That ball has gone over the top of the stands, and really, that should have been a fourth. And it was looking back for Delaverde, picked up by Q. There's Wood. Hayes. Chested down by Pugh. Volley towards goal, and that's a fantastic save by Togarsk. Good football, Q with a volley on the edge of the area. Checks. Brown turns. A little chip ball to Onyema. And that's too easy for Delaverde. He gets into the box. A weak challenge and a shot. It's gone through the keeper's hands. And Delaverdi puts the icing on the cake. Too much time allowed to go forward. He came into the corner of the area and curled one. And again, maybe Tokarsk will feel he could have done better. He got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. And Herne got the ball, and there's loads of space on this near side for Mulrooney. Skinner takes it down on the chest. 2 men in the box. It's a low cross, and it's somehow come all the way through and shot towards goal. It's off the post and in the back of the net. Tom Colton. It looked like the effort was going wide. But on the 13th minute, it's unlucky for Lewis as Colton has broken the deadlock here. So Colton, again with a set piece. That's a deep delivery underneath the goalkeeper. In fact, it's hit the post. And then the volley by Wisson. Blustery wind and rain, making it difficult for the players. They can't even keep the ball still. Bosma up to Coppola. Is it going to break through? A sliding tackle and to Brinkhurst. Hammond spreads it to Conlon. And it's come here. And it's turned, it's a deflection, it's going to be in. Medlock on the line to put the exclamation mark and smash it into the back of the net. Somehow broke to Chappell, took a deflection which wrong-footed Hunter. And right on the stroke of half-time, Lewis get the equaliser. Frankie Chappell shot, holding up on the line, and Billy Medlock getting his 8th goal in 5 games. Here's Cotton, bringing the ball forwards, under pressure for Cox, but Cotton goes through, and space suddenly for Conlon, and certainly space now for George, who can drive into the penalty area. There's 3 red shirts in there. Conlon clats across, Medlock's off the post, then turned in! Lewis turned this game around, Bosma on hand to turn the ball in from 3 yards out. So many red and black shirts, steamed forward, and when George burst into the box, he picked out Medlock, his shot turned onto the post. Initially good save from Hunter, but Bosma on hand to turn in. It's Lewis 2, Herne Bay 1. Lewis working the ball from right to left as Conlon looks to take on the fullback and gets past Bins Kamara and gets a low cross in, and it's turned in. Brotherton! Only his 2nd touch since coming off the pitch, and he's turning into the back of the net for about 12 yards. The hard work done on the outside by Conlon. The goal scored by the substitute Brotherton, and Lewis from a goal down, and now 3-1 up. Lewis 3, Herne Bay 1. Brinkhurst is the option on this near side, and a slip from Dekali means he can bring it forward and play in Medlock, and Medlock is onside, and Medlock surely here to make it forward, flicks it over. Oh, that's a delightful finish from the striker, and Billy Medlock gets his 2nd of the game, Lewis is 4th, and surely now game over. Lewis 4, Herne Bay 1. Well, when Dekali slipped and allowed Brinkhurst to go forwards, Medlock immediately ran off his man, and Brinkhurst picked him out. A great ball through. And that is calm composure from the number 9. Herne Bay's results this season, they've had a couple of heavy defeats in the league. A 6-2 defeat to Whiteleaf, and in the cup, although to be fair they did play a weak team as they're trying to play themselves into trouble here, and Brotherton went it off him. Brotherton, it's brought down, that's got to be a penalty. It is a penalty. I was about to say that Herne Bay have suffered a 10-1 defeat in the cup this season. That was the Velocity Cup to Tonbridge Angels, and Jamie Brotherton is not going to allow Billy Medlock to get his hat-trick. He's the man that normally takes the penalties. He's already got one coming on from the bench. Medlock doesn't look happy about it. We've seen him take a few penalties on the non-league show. We've even seen him miss a penalty on the non-league show, but let's not tempt fate. Jamie Brotherton to make it 5-1 to Lewis. He steps up, and it's in. The keeper got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. And Jamie Brotherton has scored twice after coming off the bench. And 20 minutes gone in the second half. 4 unanswered goals have made this look very, very comfortable indeed. It's Lewis 5, Herne Bay 1. And just there, in the pouring rain, which looks like a man running on a treadmill collecting money for charity. An excellent cause, and what's been an excellent day for Lewis. Again, Lewis bunch formation on the edge of the boxes. It's low, swinging, it's turned to his own goal! Slid into his own net by Brad Schaefer. They go to congratulate Billy Medlock, but from my vantage point, it certainly looked like an own goal. The players seem to think that Medlock might have got the final touch.
Goal in the 75th minute by the Lewis number 9, Billy Medlock.
But now Brotherton, he could play in Conlon, and he does play in Conlon. It's this number 7. It's past the keeper. It is number 7. Ronnie Conlon gets it on the act. Brotherton with a great pass through. And it's 7-1 to Lewis. It has to be said, so I don't think anyone at half-time saw this coming from the Rooks. And Grimald and Brotherton has got space, and Conlon's made the run on, and it's going to get to Conlon. Conlon and the keeper, Hunter, did very well there. He read the danger early, and then he slipped as he went to clear it. It's going to hold up. Nice play between Conlon and Brotherton, and Conlon is bursting through. No one in the blue shirt can catch him. Conlon goes for goal, and he's handing to Turning for Grimald! 8-1. Grimald, the substitute, gets a goal. With 2 minutes to go, Conlon and Brotherton linked up when the ball was down at their own corner flag. A great run from Conlon. He selfishly took the shot. Fair enough. He's got one, he wanted two. It was a strong hand from Hunter, but it wasn't enough to stop the ball falling to the feet of Grimald. That is the end of a quite brilliant victory for the Rooks. With the scores level at half-time, no one could have expected the onslaught that was to happen. 7 goals, including a hat-trick for Billy Medlock and 2 for substitute Damien Brotherton. 8 was the final score for the men in red and black. It's surely a game, if you're a Rooks fan, you'll want to watch again and again. It's finished here at the Dripping Pan. Lewis 8, Herne Bay 1.